Hey guys, welcome back to my channel where I talk about the NWSL, women's soccer, just soccer, only soccer. In this video/podcast, I'll be discussing the international friendly between the US women's national team and New Zealand's women's national team. If you are seeing this, it means I was able to watch this match. On match day, US Soccer released a statement saying Telemundo will be showing the US women's national team and US men's national team matches in Spanish. And these matches against New Zealand will be available on Universo, Peacock, and the Telemundo app. In the morning after the statement came out, I couldn't find the matches on Universo or Peacock, but they did come up in the afternoon when I checked again. I think this proves my point that whenever a soccer match is scheduled for 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the weirdest crap always happens. The match hasn't even started and we're already feeling the after dark effects. Anyway, the US women's national team versus New Zealand. The last time these two met, it was last year in the She Believes Cup, where the US went on to win 5-0 against New Zealand. That match was pretty bad for New Zealand, and I remember it all too well. Yes, the US won, but 3 out of 5 of those goals came in the first half and were own goals by the same New Zealand defender, Michaela Moore. After the third own goal, the New Zealand head coach had to sub out Michaela Moore early. It just wasn't her day. She was honestly having a really bad day. The match was won for the US in the first half, but the US were able to add 2 more goals in the second half. One from Ashley Hatch and the second from Mal Pugh, who is now Mal Swanson. When it came to that match, the US still had the most possession and the most shots on goal. When it comes to this match, though, I'm still expecting the US to have the most possession, have the most shots on goal, and be on the attack for the majority of this match. I don't think the defense will be under a lot of pressure, but they still have to be alert and focused if New Zealand is on the attack or if New Zealand is able to make a break during transition and catch the US off guard. The US's midfield needs to keep possession and work to win it back once it's lost. In the matches against England, Kara Walsh, and Germany, the midfield, those battles in the midfield, were exposed as a weak spot for the US. Looking beyond these matches against New Zealand, the US needs to do better in the midfield. A lot of teams in Europe are putting a lot of attention on midfield players and building their midfields. The US has good midfield players. There are so many to choose from, but I don't understand why Vlatko can't look beyond or see past Lindsay Horan and Andy Sullivan. I talked about this many times before, and when it comes to these matches against New Zealand, this is the perfect time to experiment with Sam Coffey, Taylor Korniak, Christy Mewis, or Ashley Sanchez and see what they can bring to the field. Why call these players up if you don't trust them enough to start them? Experiment with the midfield. It's okay to do that now. Even Alex Morgan said that these games are in preparation for the World Cup. As for the US's attack, we should be okay in that area if we can connect, finish, and score goals. Sophia Smith is missing due to injury, but the US still has Trinity Rodman, Midge Purce, Alex Morgan, Mal Swanson, Ashley Hatch, and Lynn Williams. But I think Rodman is going to be the main focus of these matches. At the same time, I'm really looking forward to Lynn Williams since she is coming back from an injury. Hopefully, she'll be able to get some minutes in these matches. That all being said, let's get into the lineup for this match. So for the lineup, 4-3-3, I think. We have Alyssa Nair in the goal. For defenders, Becky Sauerbrunn, Naomi Girma, Crystal Dunn, and Emily Fox. In the midfield, we got Lindsay Horan, Rose Lavelle, and Taylor Korniak. And in the attack, we have Alex Morgan, Mal Swanson, and Midge Purce. And here are the substitutes. Of course, Ashley Hatch isn't playing tonight. Vlatko, you're not doing a good job at dispelling the rumors of Hatch being filler for the national team. I mean, we might see her in the next game, though. As for the rest of the lineup, finally something different in the midfield. Yes, Horan is still starting with Lavelle, but Korniak starting is going to be interesting. With Korniak's height advantage, I really want to see her get in the attack more or get in the goal more. If we can get her on the end of crosses and services into the box, we can probably get some goals. I am seeing an issue in the midfield though. So while I think Korniak and Lavelle are going to be pushing up in the attack, I'm wondering if Horan is going to be able to hold and keep possession in the midfield and force turnovers. That's something the US and Horan is needing to work on. Unless Korniak is going to be a holding midfielder. That'll be fun. Going to the back line, it looks good. I do like Naomi Girma and Emily Fox, but I would have liked to see Haley Mace. That's just a personal preference. The back line overall looks good. I think they'll be okay in this match. As for the forwards, Purse, Morgan, and Mal, good goal scoring potential. Think I would have gone with Williams and Rodman, but they could come on in the second half. Overall, not a bad lineup. I like it. Let's get into the first half. All right, so the first half, we are off. So the US is in a 4-3-3. New Zealand is in a 4-4-2. 1 minute, long ball to the US box, kicked away by Girma. Long ball to the US side, US back line recovers and controls. New Zealand applying pressure. Done, long ball up to Horan, brought back to the New Zealand keeper, Naylor. Ball sent up to Purse or Mal, goes out of play. 2 minutes, ball sent into the New Zealand box, picked up by Naylor. New Zealand wins back possession from Dunn. 3 minutes, New Zealand midfield in attack, pressing high. US having a hard time getting it out of their half. 4 minutes, Purse wins a 1v1, but goes out of play for a New Zealand throw-in. 5 minutes, Purse to Fox. Fox cross, Morgan header goes over. I thought that was Korniak, but the announcers were saying Morgan. I think that might have been Korniak, actually. Like, as the game went on, the announcers were mixing up some of the players. 6 minutes, Purse cross goes out of play. 7 minutes, Horan up to Lavelle. Lavelle surrounded, kicked away. At least we're keeping possession in the back line. Midfield, though, is struggling. 8 minutes, ball brought back to Naylor. 9 minutes, Dunn cross, misses everyone and cleared. 10 minutes, ball towards the US box. Sabrin brings it back to Nair. Nair over to Girma. 11 minutes, ball in the US box, recovered by Nair. 12 minutes, Swanson up to Purse in the box, cleared. US offsides. New Zealand on the attack, Girma clears, kind of. 13 minutes, ball sent back to Nair. Lavelle tries to play it up to Mao, taken away. New Zealand back line is staying really tight and compact. 14 minutes, Korniak plays it up, intercepted. 15 minutes, New Zealand crosser attempt, blocked. New Zealand fouls Swanson, US ball. 16 minutes, Lavelle in the box with the ball. Oh my God, just take the shot. Lavelle attempt goes wide. Not like that. 17 minutes, Purse, nutmeg. Malcross, Horan, weak attempt, blocked by the keeper. What was that? No power behind that kick at all. And the thing is, that ball landed right in front of Horan too. 19 minutes, long ball to the US box. Nair recovers. 20th minute, where is our midfield? More like, where's our holding midfielder? Actually, who is our holding midfielder? 21 minutes, Purse fouled, US ball. Mal sends it into the New Zealand box, kicked away. Fox cross, blocked, kicked away. 22 minutes, US corner kick, nothing from it, cleared. Yeah, that wasn't a very good corner. Lavelle cross goes wide, no one able to get on it. New Zealand on the attack, US gets it back. 23 minutes, Korniak is down, not sure what happened, trainer's out to check on her. From the replay, she got her foot stepped on. She seems to be okay and should be able to continue. 25 minutes, game starts up again. Dunn fouls, New Zealand ball. Ball sent towards the US box, headed away. 27 minutes, Dunn sends it up to Morgan, headed away. Purse attempt from distance, off the post and kicked away. That was really close. That was probably like one of our best attempts so far in this half. 28 minutes, US corner kick cleared, sent back in, headed away. Yeah, I'm noticing there is no midfield. The US back line is pushing up so high, they may as well be the acting midfield. If it sounds weird, it's because there's no other way for me to describe what's happening. Like, it's happening. 29 minutes, Mal attempt saved by Naylor. 30th minute, Horan dispossessed, can't get past the New Zealand defenders. 32 minutes, Purse sends it up, intercepted, US wins it back. Morgan crossbar attempt, way off target, goes out of play. 34 minutes, Korniak up to Horan. Horan taps it off to Morgan, kicked away. 35 minutes, ball to the US box. Germa recovers. Germa, I notice, is fighting for her life in the back line. She's doing well, though. Ball towards the New Zealand box. Mao chasing, offsides. 37 minutes, New Zealand clears. 38 minutes, Lavelle crossbar attempt goes over. Korniak is just sitting back. I don't know, she really needs to push up more in the midfield. She's kind of just hanging back with the defense or with the back line, and it's like the back line is pushing up more instead of her. Yeah, I don't know. 39 minutes, Horan up to Morgan. Morgan attempt, Naylor saves by the tip of her glove. 40th minute, New Zealand fouls Mal, high boot. US free kick outside the New Zealand box. 41 minutes, Mal cross, Horan scores, but offsides. 42 minutes, New Zealand player down, she's okay. It looks like Horan may have fouled in the box too, but I think Horan was called for the offsides originally. 43 minutes, Purse making a run, Purse being marked heavily. Unable to cross, puts it out of play. 44 minutes, ball sent into the New Zealand box, kicked away. Ball in the New Zealand box, kicked away. Germa cross, kicked away. 3 minutes of added time. 45 minutes, Horan cross, blocked, then saved by the keeper. Think the announcers thought it was a handball off a New Zealand defender, but she may have got it with her chest. 46 minutes, Dunn sends it up, defended away. 47 minutes, Horan fouls, I guess. It looked like Horan was tripped and brought down. New Zealand free kick, ball sent towards the US box, defended away. 48 minutes, whistle blown, first half ends, US 0-0. Yeah, so not the best first half for the US, if I'm being honest. New Zealand looks good. Their backline is staying compact and tight. As for the US, they're looking a bit slow and off. They also seem to be having a hard time trying to find a rhythm in the first half. Chemistry is so off and disconnected. They just look disorganized, especially in the midfield. It's like the midfield is non-existent. We somehow skipped the midfield entirely. It honestly looked like attack, defense, and goalkeeper. It sounds like something Serena Weigman and Martina Voss-Tecklenburg would experiment with. I said it earlier, but there were moments where the back line was pressing up more and more. They may as well be the acting midfield. Horan and Lavelle are pushing forward into the attack. Dunn is trying to push up in the midfield or was trying to play in the midfield. And Korniak was chilling. It just looks like a confusing mess. I think it would have been better if Horan and Korniak switched places. Korniak just didn't look comfortable. Neither did the rest of the team. But it's not Korniak's fault. She's just not used to playing there. Despite whatever is happening in the midfield, the US's attack is getting behind New Zealand's back line and is getting in crosses and services. Purse, Fox, and Mel have been doing great in that area. But the US attack is really needing to pick up the pace, be aggressive, and play with some urgency. The US midfield, I don't know, it needs to exist. Yeah, this stuff was weird. I checked to see what other WASO journalists and reporters thought about it, and they were just as confused as I was. Now, let's get into the second half. So the second half, we are off. The US starts off with some substitutions. Germa, Korniak, Dunn, and Purse out. Cook, Huerta, Sullivan, and Rodman in. At least with Andy, we'll have some control in the midfield. 47 minutes, Malcross, Rodman header attempt goes wide. How? You were right in front of goal. 48 minutes, New Zealand on the attack. Cook wins it back. 49 minutes, Lavelle making a run. Lavelle attempt from the D goes wide. Naylor was out of position. How do you miss that? God, it may be a new year, but our finishing hasn't caught up yet. I hope this doesn't foreshadow OL Reign's upcoming season. 50th minute, US attempt goes wide. 51 minutes, Rodman cross, Mal header, scores. US 1-0. 52 minutes, it looks like Horan and Sullivan are back to controlling the midfield. 53 minutes, Huerta cross, blocked. 54 minutes, US corner kick. Mal cross, punched away, sent back in, headed away. Lots of action in the New Zealand box, nothing from it. Huerta cross, defended away. Horan offsides, New Zealand ball. 55 minutes, Cook over to Rodman, headed away. Lavelle up to Horan in the box, goes to Naylor. Would have been offsides anyway. 56 minutes, Sullivan sends it into the New Zealand box, headed away. 57 minutes, Lavelle up to Mal offsides. Lavelle actually might have been the one offsides though. 58 minutes, Fox cross, big save by Naylor. 59 minutes, long ball up to Mal, cleared away. 60th minute, Lavelle lays it up to Morgan. Morgan running into the box. Morgan scores. U.S. 2-0. Yeah, the second half is much better for the U.S. 60th minute, U.S. substitution. Lavelle out, Sanchez in. 62 minutes, good recovery by the U.S. in the midfield. Huerta nutmegs, wins it back. Sanchez up to Mal. Mal gets around Naylor, scores. U.S. 3-0. 64 minutes, Sauerbrunn gives it away. Who were you passing to? U.S. able to get it back. 66 minutes, New Zealand starting to apply pressure to the U.S. back line. U.S. substitution, Mal out, Williams in. 67 minutes, Sullivan up to Morgan in the box, collected by Naylor. 68 minutes, Sauerbrunn plays it back to Nair. Nair over to Cook. Cook under pressure. Cook, you're stressing me out. Huerta just took on two New Zealand players in separate 1v1s and won them. She went down and still stayed with it. 69 minutes, Rodman cross, Sanchez attempt goes wide. That was right in front of goal. Honestly, new year, same finishing. 70th minute, Sanchez attempt goes wide. 71 minutes, Cook does something dangerous, but it's okay because Becky handled it. 72 minutes, Fox cross, New Zealand header, Naylor saves and prevents an own goal. That would have been hilarious, honestly. 73 minutes, Fox cross, defended away, ball sent back into the New Zealand box, kicked away. 74 minutes, Rodman cross, Lynn Williams heads it in, U.S. 4-0. Man, we really got it together in the second half. 75 minutes, long ball to the U.S. box. Cook, my God, you're about to be chased down. Kicks it back to Nair. Sanchez does something dramatically weird. A dramatic stretch, you can call it. 77 minutes, long ball to the U.S. box. Huerta brought down. Cook, you got to do better with those 1v1s. U.S. able to get it away. Rodman making a run, nothing from it. 78 minutes, Sullivan sends it up, collected by New Zealand. 79 minutes, ball played back to Nair. Nair gives it away. Who were you passing to? There was no U.S. player there, just New Zealand. Ball towards the U.S. box, defended away. 81 minutes, Sanchez up to Rodman. Rodman attempt saved by Naylor. Sauerbrunn mistake, Nair clears it just in time. At least it wasn't Cook. Huerta and Sanchez battling in a 2v1, can't get away. New Zealand cross headed away. 83 minutes, New Zealand attempt goes to Nair. Fox fouled. Think a New Zealand player got a yellow card. Yeah, when I checked it, yellow card for New Zealand's India Paige Riley. 85 minutes, Rodman fouled, late challenge, she's okay. 86 minutes, U.S. free kick, Sanchez takes it, not enough behind it, kicked away. 87 minutes, ball over to Williams, offsides. Morgan down, getting her leg stretched out. Maybe a cramp. Trainer's out to check on her. Yeah, we don't have any more substitutions. Williams was our final sub. Morgan coming off for a bit. 89 minutes, game starts up again. U.S. down a player for now. Yeah, this is good practice for the U.S. How do you play when you're a player down? 4 minutes of added time. 90th minute, New Zealand attempt collected by Nair. 91 minutes, Morgan is back in. Hopefully it was just a cramp and not anything serious. 92 minutes, long ball to the U.S. box, headed away by Sauerbrunn. 93 minutes, New Zealand making a run into the U.S. box, kicked away by Fox. 94 minutes, New Zealand corner kick, headed away by Horan. Then whistle blown, second half ends. U.S. wins 4-0. All right, so right off the bat, second half was 1,000 times better. I don't know what happened, but Sullivan came in for Korniak, which was a good idea because Korniak didn't look comfortable playing there. We may have to find someone else that can play in Andy's position. But anyway, Andy came back in. Horan dropped back to her position by the looks of it, since she seemed to be playing more centrally in the second half, and things flowed just fine. The team was organized, the midfield and attack were connecting. There were more services into the box, great services from Rodman especially. This was a good second half for the US. Organization was better, chemistry looked a lot better, connection between the midfield and attack looked better. Connection between attacking players looked good as well. Yeah, I don't know what was going on in the first half. I think the first half just showed why the midfield is important. And thank God this wasn't against England or Germany, which are attack and midfield focused teams. So yeah, second half was good. For now, I'll just leave it at that. Anyway, we have one more friendly against New Zealand. Game 2 is going to be Friday, January 20th at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is all I have for you guys today or tonight, and I'll see you all in the next one. Later.